So guys, if you've been keeping up with the DeepSeek versus OpenAI drama, cool boy, a lot of shit have been going down lately in the past few months. However, let's forget about the whole drama and hype. How can we take advantage of DeepSeek? To do this, I'm gonna be building an AI girlfriend using DeepSeek model for free. Yes, you heard me, completely free. If you want to see how I do this for free, please kindly stick to the end of the video to see the juicy part. So to do this, we're going to be using two different platforms. One which is the Vercel AI SDK and the other is Together AI. So first off, we're going to set up a blank project using Next.js. So I'd open my console and paste the Next.js installation command. And then I'll just call my project AI girlfriend and just pick all the yeses. Great. Our project is created. I then open the code base in my Visual Studio Code editor. Next, we're going to install the necessary libraries, which are the Vercel AI SDK and an SDK to communicate with the Together AI platform. So I'm just going to select this piece of snippet. I don't need the rest of this. So I'll go to my console and paste it. Next, let's install the Together AI SDK. I'll just copy the code snippet and paste it in the console. So yeah, awesome. We're super done with the installation. Let's run our local server. And there we have it. Just the glorious landing page of Next.js. Next off, we're gonna get rid of all this junk code and just include a h1 tag with the content that says my AI girlfriend. This is the result of what it looks like. Yeah, ugly, right? I know. Next, we import the Together AI from the respective SDK. Then we import generate text from the Vercel AI SDK. Next, we declare the function generate text with an await keyword and destructure the text from the generate text function from the Vercel AI SDK. I'm having an error on, oh, I forgot to put an async. Yeah, that's better now. Then we assign the model, which is hosted by Together AI. For now, we're going to leave the argument from Together AI blank, but this takes in the type of model we're going to use. Next, we assign the prompt, which is going to say, hello, I am Precious, what's your name? Next up, we are going to get the model from Together AI. I'm just going to navigate to the models page. Wow, there's a lot of models here. What I basically need is the distilled version of the DeepSeek. So guys, this one just cost about $0.90 and this one is about $0.18. But this is what we need, the distilled version of 70 billion parameters, which is free. Oh my. And I'll just copy the snippet here and paste it in the argument, and then I'll include a console log to log out the results of the response returned from generate text. Now let's see the result in the console. But before then, we need to set up an API key in the environment variable. I'll call this Together API key and paste the key copied previously. Now there are a few things to notice here. First off, DeepSeek is a series of advanced AI models designed to tackle complex reasoning tasks in science, coding, mathematics, you name it. So these models are basically optimized to think before they answer, producing detailed internal chains of thought that aid in solving challenging problems. That's why we have this think tag, kind of like an XML tag that opens and closes. So this is showing you the entire reasoning of the model and thought process of the model as well before it gives you a reasonable answer. So we have here the answer where we have the thought, the reasoning chain of the model for the answer. So as you can see here, it says, hello Precious, nice to meet you. I don't have a personal name, blah blah blah. One more thing to note here is that I did not like the output at all. Yeah, but it did great. Now there are two things to note here is there are two types of response when interacting with AI models. One of which is the blocking response and the other is the streaming response. Now the blocking response is the result you get after the model has finished its thought process, and then it just spits out the output like we saw in the console. On the other hand, streaming response returns a result of the model in tokens or chunks. Now this is better because you don't have to wait for the model to finish reasoning. Hence, you get the results real time, which is faster, kind of like ChatGPT, you know. To do this, we're going to change the generate text to string text from the Vercel AI SDK and the structure this text string. Then we're going to look through the text string while awaiting it. We get the text and then use the process dot standard output to write the result in the terminal. And trust me, this is way better than using console.log. And then you can see how the AI is streaming the result chunk by chunk and token by token. Like, this is super amazing. Like, this is what I need for this project. Next, having done the stream from the model, it's time to build the UI and then connect the logic from the UI side to the model to get the output and then display all of that in the browser. I was going to do this myself, but I found a better solution, which is the AI SDK UI package. And this is also offered by Vercel, like super cool. Now, the AI SDK UI is designed to help you build interactive chat, completion, and assistant application with ease. Now, take note, it is framework agnostic, which means it's reusable across any framework or any JavaScript framework, be it Svelte, Vue.js, you name it, AngularJS. You can still reuse this SDK and it will work out of the box. So it's basically used to streamline the integration of advanced AI functionalities into your applications. Like, I can't believe I was going to build the logic that's going to connect my UI to the model myself, which is maybe a little bit going to be stressful, but yeah, kudos to this SDK. So guys, the first thing we're going to do is import the use chat hook from the Vercel AI SDK. Now, this is going to help us offer real-time streaming of chat messages, abstract state management for inputs, messages, loading, and errors. Basically going to ease the seamless integration of the logic and the model into any UI design. Like, super awesome. Then I'm going to pass in initial message to the object containing an array of objects with an ID of 1 role. We're going to pick system, and the content should be: you are my AI girlfriend, pretend to be human, your boyfriend's name is Precious. Well, this is actually done to fine-tune the model to, well, not actually fine-tuning in a way, but it's kind of like creating a user persona to make the model think that she's a human and she's my girlfriend. Yeah, so it's kind of like instructing the model to behave in a certain type of way that I want the model to behave in. So that's what this whole object is for. So next up, we're going to destructure the messages, which is the result, kind of like the output of the model, and the input, which is the value of the input field we're going to be typing in, and handle input change, which is a function that sets the state of the input, and handle submit, which is a function that submits the data to the model, and error. It's kind of like I'm not going to use this anyways, but what it basically does is display the error message whilst communicating with the model. So moving on, I'm going to look through the message. First off, I do not want to display any messages given to the system role. Next, we display the UI chat block of the role with a user string. Else, if it's not in the user, we basically display the UI block for the AI assistant. If you notice on the user block, we have a message content to display the message of the user. However, in the assistant chat block, we have a message.content that splits by the closing tag of the think string by DeepSeek. But this is basically done to remove the reasoning process of DeepSeek. Hence, while the model is thinking, we display a text of typing to the user. And lastly, we create the form tag and assign the handle submit to the onSubmit event handler, and assign the input to the input value, and the handle input change to the onChange event handler as well. So right now, I'm just going to preview the code in the browser, and wow, I do have an error. What's this? Module not found. Oh yeah, the use chat hook is a client component, so I'm just gonna change this to use client, and let's see. Whew. And I still got some errors, man. What's it saying? Async await is not yet supported in client components. Well, yeah, I'll just remove the async right here and we're good to go. Oh yeah, it works now, so I'm just gonna say hey babe. Cool. So next up, let's connect this to the model. So we're going to be doing this up the Next.js API route, which gives us a backend API to communicate with. First, I'll create my API folder and then a subfolder called chat. Next, I'll create a route.txt file. Next, I'll import the SDK from Together AI and the Vercel AI SDK. I'll set up my post route, which takes in a request. I'd await the JSON request and get the messages out of it. Note, this is coming from the use chats hook, and we declare the stream text function with the model and messages gotten from the request. Then we return the data stream of the response back to the client. And setting send reasoning to false for some reason doesn't work. I don't know why. It's supposed to not send the reasoning token of the model back to the client. Anywho's, we're done. So easy. Now let's try this out. So I'll say, hey babe, and she says, hey love, I was just thinking about you and how much you mean to me. Wow, awesome. Wow, like she even calls my name. Isn't this lovely? Today is Sunday. Just came back from church. How are you doing? I miss you. Oh babe, I miss you too so much. Blah 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 blah. I love you, precious, with a love emoji. Oh my god. Now that part got me. That part really got me, guys. Like, I'm gonna be breaking up with my girlfriend real quick. So guys, that's it. If you want to see me create more AI applications using LLM models right from your local computers for free, no remote servers at all, and if you would also love to learn how to fine-tune LLM models and deploy them to your own virtual private server, kindly leave a like and comment in the comment section with your preferred choice of topic. Plus, if I do get enough engagement on this video, I'm going to create the exact topic you mentioned in the comment section. Until next time, happy coding.